Hello friends, and welcome to the video. So this is the next episode in the Direct Path user guide by Greg Goode. We're exploring this book, and here we're looking at the part about the witness. We've built this opaque witness, and we're dissolving it. So we're seeing if some of the assumptions that we have are actually real, and the idea of dissolving the opaque witness to the transparent witness, and then eventually non-dual realization, because until the witness is gone, we're in a big new duality. Okay, so we looked at causality, and when we've given up on causality, the mind then presents the idea of, well, there must be structure and patterns. Now, I'm not going to challenge that things happen in a regular way. What we're going to look at is patterns, kind of like patterns that experience is made out of, some patterns behind. My mum used to have these magazines that she got in the 1970s before I was born, with tracing paper patterns that you would pin to cloth and then cut it out and sew together, and you'd make dresses. Those kind of patterns. Greg Goode says that one of his students, or somebody who came to him, or maybe in a group, said that their teacher, their non-dual teacher, had said that the coherence of experience is explained by a structure behind experience, a kind of paint by numbers. Things fall into this place, and that's why we've got this coherence. And I'm going to look at the question of coherence in a different video separate from this, because he doesn't go into it here. He's written another book, After Awareness, where he does bring this up, and Atmananda Krishna Menon has got a lot to say about this. So why is the world coherent? But we're not looking at that. We're going to see if we can find in our direct experience a structure behind experience that makes it happen as it is, whether it's in the witness, these patterns that are there. So relax, be the open space of awareness. And can you find anywhere in your experience a grid or a structure, a pattern behind experience that kind of things fall into, or things happen in that way because of? Or are the things that arise in experience just presented as they are, kind of naked, so to speak? Now, if you can find something there, if you get this sense of something, try to say what it is. Is it a feeling? Is it, have you visualizing it? Now, if so, then that is arising in awareness, and we're not looking for that. We're looking for the thing that causes that arising in awareness, the pattern behind it. Okay. Now, there are lots of patterns there are lots of sequences or things that happen regularly in our experience. For example, things always fall down instead of up. Day is followed by night, and night is followed by day. When you look at these things, when you experience these things, is there something behind which is causing these things to happen in your direct experience? Not some conceptual story that you've heard or you've made up, or somebody else has made up, or somebody very clever has worked out so that we can anticipate things and build good models. Great. I'm not complaining about that. But is there anything actually that you experience in your direct experience? Because that's what we're looking for. We're not, all concepts are also arising in awareness, and we're looking for the thing that's behind that. if there was, we kind of imagine that the witness, sometimes we imagine the witness might be this controller, this, well, somebody might say godlike figure, or if you're not into that stuff, you might say it's your true self that's causing things to arise in this way, with this regular way. So kind of a bit like an air traffic controller. There are rules, and there is an air traffic controller making sure the planes land and everything happens in sequence. Look at your direct experience. Can you find that air traffic controller? Can you find that controller which is imposing this regularity? And if you can, then what's that like? And that is arising in awareness, and that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the thing that's causing these arisings in awareness. So, as I said, I'll talk about why the world is coherent in a different video. I won't like build it up or anything. The problem is the question is wrong. Basically, it's not a true question that they can have a coherent or not coherent. Imagine, if you like, we're not doing it now, but what the world would be like if there was no global coherence. There is, of course, local incoherence, my life sometimes, dreams. But this global coherence, what would it be like if there wasn't that? And that'll give you a clue as to where we're going. In the next video, in this Direct Path series, we're going to look at something else which is that we think of when we're interested in non-duality or spirituality, which is layers of awareness, different layers of awareness. And we're going to look at that. There's many different forms and different paths the way this comes up. And we're going to have a look at that in the next video. So thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.